Alright guys, welcome back to Milky Time podcast, episode 5.
Episode 5.
Got Arnold Schwarzenegger with us today.
The Arnold!
Alright, so with our usual crew today,
I'm back.
Gabe, Marshall, who's here today.
I was able to make it this time.
Wasn't here in the last episode. Yeah. Wasn't
Gabe, why weren't you here for the last episode?
No,
I mean, Marshall.
Why weren't you here for the last episode?
I mean, Marshall.
Because I'm struggling in biology, so I had to stay home.
Yeah, what's that bio grade?
We appreciate you, Mrs. Flynn, for keeping him home to get his good grades.
It's just chilling at a 63.
It's chilling.
We love you.
That's passing. It's passing.
For now. Gotta get that back up, though.
Alright, so what did we do this weekend, past weekend?
We went to the Arnold on Sunday.
Arnold Sports Festival.
The Arnold Classic Sports and Festival.
At the convention center.
The Greater Columbus Convention Center in Columbus, Ohio.
We got.
It'd be weird if it
Drive
wasn't in
from our
Columbus.
We went there, got food, drank.
Bangs.
Sups.
Drink bangs.
Drink bangs.
Oh.
Bang, please sponsor us.
Can the CEO please just reply to Marshall's
What's his name?
something?
In Keegan's email.
John.
I feel like every CEO in the world's name is John.
I'm gonna look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's John.
So us five.
This is gonna be good to get us sponsored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Us 5 went, and then our friend Noah, Brent. Is that it?
Yeah, no one Brian.
Wait, are you talking about Brent the Flat Earther?
One more.
Ben, yeah.
And Ben. I love you.
Shout
Ben.
out Jack Owak.
Who?
Awak.
Jack
Jack,
Owak.
Is that Vital
Jack,
Pharmaceuticals?
not John.
Yeah. Jack Awak, I hope you're saying your name right, but we love your drinks.
Please answer our DMs.
Okay.
DM.
Also, they have a lot of caffeine and make me feel good.
Yeah. We're all currently
That's
drinking
phone-
one.
that's phone notification.
That's a
And
lie.
3 of us have your hat on.
That's a
I'm
lie.
sorry, I'm drinking a
Don't
sweet
ever
tea
point
right
at
now
me
because I had one like an hour ago.
I said, was it?
I had
Alright,
Rosé.
so
Gabe is drinking a sweet tea from Raising Cane's, our other main sponsor. Thank you, Raising Cane's, for sponsoring Milky Time podcast episode 5.
Wait, should we just get all of our stuff out of the way? We just want to anybody want to shout anybody out? Oh, shout out Jacob Kennedy
Jacob Kennedy.
For-
Shout out to Jacob
Jess.
Kennedy.
for being a real one.
Big
Shout
fan.
out, I guess we just shout out Aaron Kennedy.
shout out his podcast.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
sports podcast.
Kenergy Sports Podcast
Yep.
on SoundCloud and
Wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yep.
yes, I don't know if I think he's working on
I
them
know
still.
it's definitely on SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, special request from Julie Nader. Shout out moms
Moms everywhere.
all over the world. You guys are really important.
So
Every day.
cut.
Every day's Mother's Day.
Every day's
Yeah.
Mother's Day, but
Should
also
be.
Father's Day, but
But also Father's
a little
Day.
bit more Mother's Day.
All right.
Today's Earth Day.
Now we're on to
Every
the
day is
Arnold.
Earth Day.
We're on to the Arnold.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if you guys don't know the Arnold, it's a big
It's always
fitness expo that
It's the
people
number
from
one fitness expo.
yep
one.
that
Mhm.
people from all over the world come to get
Compete,
free shit,
vendors,
compete, and
sell,
promote
watch
their
people
business.
compete.
So basically, what happened was, Arnold was born in Austria. Okay, he was poor, so he starts working out.
Getting big.
No, man, I'm just this is off the dome
Okay.
piece. He didn't feel like he didn't feel like he fit in anywhere. He didn't have any money or anything, so he started hitting the gym because everyone's equal in the gym. There's no one greater than you in the gym, unless I'm
Unless they're
there.
a lot
Unless
stronger.
I'm
Yeah,
there.
unless they're stronger than you.
But basically,
First
that's
finger.
how he kind of found himself. Started going to the gym. Didn't have a lot of money growing up, and look at him now.
That's sweet.
Old.
Pretty cool, right?
I feel like
Kinda
Arnold
big still.
today
It's probably big.
is a completely different human than he was back then. Like when I see old pictures of him, I'm like, that is not you. Like there's not. That's two
shrunk.
different humans.
Yeah, he's shrunk. He's what? How old is he?
70 or something,
Yeah.
70s. He's old.
All right, drive there.
but he's still ripped.
Yeah,
All right.
so we met at our high school.
Local high school.
Local high school.
And I will say, Jaden, aka me, is late to everything, and I was the first one there
You were the
Respect
first
that.
one there.
at 8:16.
And
Good job,
we're a little bit. Someone was a little bit late getting up and getting ready. It doesn't need to be named who it was, but we got there on time, and it all turned out okay.
Is that Keegan?
Yeah, that was
Might have been
Keegan,
Keegan.
and
Might have
Brent.
definitely been
Keegan and
Keegan.
Brent were late. Okay, I was up till there's no excuse, but I was up until 3:45 the day before because I went to a concert in
That
Cleveland.
sounds like a you
always
problem.
should be up for the bangs.
I was.
Marshall, your cheek is bleeding.
Yeah, it's because I just picked the scab off it. It's all good though.
All right,
all
well, you
good.
just smeared it all over your face.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, take a paper towel, please.
Alright,
So we go to the high school, and then Brent and I are
two
late,
cars.
and
Yep.
they take a car to McDonald's, get some breakfast, and Brent and I meet them there.
Dude, it's McDonald's.
All right, McDonald's, my bad.
You're good.
So
Alright.
I had my car. I drove my truck. big, so it
How
fits
much
a lot
is
of
it
people in it. I don't know.
I said
It's
how
my
much is it
dad's
worth?
old truck.
At least
so it's
10K.
My dad's old truck, so it's fairly nice. I had me, Jaden, Ben, and Noah. So, thanks.
And
Dave.
I drove the.
If there's actually something wrong with this
I
kid.
know. Why
He
do you
can't
do
not
that?
make noise.
I love Gabe Nader.
And I
I love
drove
it,
the
man.
other car. I drove Brent's mother's Chevy Traverse because Brent is not allowed to drive it. Shout out to Brent because he's the worst driver in the universe.
you too.
Second place is Marshall Flynn. Shout out to Marshall Flynn.
Whoa.
Couldn't be with us
You
tonight.
keep telling me I'm a bad driver.
You are. Because you
When
are.
you
say
Marshall,
Marshall,
I'm bad
Brent is the
racing.
worst driver in the universe.
No, Mar-
Shout out to
okay.
Brent.
Marshall
Okay, wait, wait.
killed Keegan in heat.
You almost
Yeah.
caused a wreck in your driving test and still passed.
Going off of what Carter said,
I'm not the best.
I will say this firsthand. I rode with Marshall on the way to the Arnold. That way we can progress the story a bit.
Yeah.
I rode with Marshall, and basically, okay, we get into Columbus, traffic everywhere because everybody's at the Arnold. Everything's parking nowhere. Can't park anywhere.
Giant truck trying to drive around downtown Columbus.
So,
On one of the busiest days of the year,
Yeah.
you can drive.
so Marshall's got all of us in his truck, and I'm like, Marshall puts his left turn signal on, and I say, Marshall, there's a car on the left side. There's a car there, and he just keeps going, and he's like, oh, there's a car.
yeah.
But
That is
then
not the best.
But then we went to a parking garage area, and the truck weighed way too much, so the dude told us to turn around. Basically, we ended up parking somewhere about 5-10 minutes away, maybe.
Yeah.
Wasn't a bad walk. We get inside the expo center. I found that there's a Pokemon card seller in there.
Ass everywhere.
Yeah.
I had to hit up the
That
Pokemon
was-
seller. So I was like, guys, Marshall might remember this. I was like, I really want to go to the Pokemon seller if they're open later.
You did say that.
And I'll explain the rest of that later, but they got mad at me. And we're very rude. Not really. I love those guys.
All right, quick tangent. Marshall's driving. Marshall is the
Ricky worst.
probably the worst driver in our friend group.
No.
Yes.
I'm better than Brent.
But Brent is
no, Brent's
intentionally
got
bad.
better.
Brent's bad. We know
Brent's
that.
intentionally bad.
I think I'm better
He
than
drives.
Jack.
Marshall.
No one knows
I've
Jack's
never
bad.
ridden with Brent.
Marshall is the what?
I don't want to say it on the camera.
Okay. All right.
Brent drives way too fast on purpose.
With one hand.
With one hand on purpose. Marshall's like
I wouldn't
careful,
say like Marshall's like a not focused driver. He's just
Marshall-
like lazy.
And that's the
But you know what I
problem.
mean by, like,
That's the problem. It
yeah,
sneaks
like,
up on you because
just
Marshall's
don't-
the best
it's-
worst driver. He almost got in an accident in his driver's
Almost,
test.
yeah.
I don't know how you have your license. And then you almost get me hit by a massive truck
Giant truck.
going
You should-
55 miles an
in
hour.
a tiny Ford Ranger, which we know would not have held up at all.
Not at all.
And
it's alright
And
though,
then-
because we have you drive everywhere still.
and then
So
on,
wrong with
on
that.
the way home, when you were on the way home from my soccer game one time when you came, I like the
I
sport.
did the same thing.
You almost hit someone in your blind spot, right?
Yes. 'Cause
I remember-
did not check it.
We were on our way to
Let's just bring it all up.
yeah, one time we were on our way I think to Buckeye Lake to go fishing,
Oh, I got one
and I was in the passenger
What did I
seat,
do on that one?
and you just we're on like a 4-lane road, and you just start merging over to your right. I said, "Hey Marshall, hey Marshall, hey Marshall."
That's exactly what happened.
And there was a car on your right. You're like, "Oh, whoa, sorry, dude."
And then when we left Walmart, it's gonna be hard to
This is like
picture.
a week after I got my license.
It's gonna be hard to picture. So the week after, he already almost wrecked with his driving instructor.
I
and
was
still got
I was
his
trying
license.
to race Doran out of the Walmart parking lot.
And you guys know how like it's a bunch of lanes going out,
It's
and then you have
bad,
to
yeah,
turn
it's
left,
bad.
and then you have to like you can turn left and turn right,
It's not my fault.
and then there's like cars coming in from the left. Okay, this Marshall is sideways trying to go to the
I'm
trying to go right.
Yeah.
He's trying to go in the right lane to turn right. He is sideways. A car is coming like this. I can't show this. A car is coming at us.
I got the video
It's
podcast.
going to T-bone us.
A car is going to T-bone us, and Marshall just keeps going. And I was like, Marshall! Marshall, please!
I couldn't just like throw it in reverse and drive.
Just don't go.
Break.
I was already there. By the time I saw the car coming, I was already in the middle. I
Put
had to
yourself
keep
in bad
going.
situations.
And the dude was pissed.
Yeah, he was like one of those like
I've never
weird
almost been in a
dudes.
wreck
He was like an
except for
old
like
dude.
2 days ago.
I've never been even close to a wreck.
Out
I
of
was in the
all
Walmart
this-
parking lot and I was
My
cutting
lord.
across lanes and just this dude was coming, so I braked.
Out of all of this, I've only been in an accident one time, and it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, when you crashed the Mustang, dude.
Oh yeah, you did. Was that on senior night? The basketball game?
Yeah. All right, back to
Shout out to the
Arnold.
Heat basketball game, beating the shit out of Catholic twice this year.
Okay, I respect that. All right, Arnold.
Tell us where we were 15.
Arnold.
Yeah, we got on a little
Back to the
tangent.
Arnold, back to the
again.
Arnold.
10.
Yeah,
Back
okay.
to the Arnold.
I got a speeding ticket
Alright, yeah, not back to the Arnold. Alright, back to the
I
Arnold.
whacked me car.
So we got there.
I call Silva.
Skip ahead a little bit, like walking in. We had to
Skip ahead to the Arnold.
we had to find each other inside the expo center. We found each other.
Because we drove 2 cars.
Yeah.
Got there.
Marshall drove the one. He's not a very good driver.
Yep. Established that.
How long
Okay,
were you guys
so-
there before I got there?
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were
20.
there, yeah.
20
Maybe.
minutes.
We weren't there for
15.
that long.
Yeah, we were there.
15?
Yeah.
I was thinking like
Matt.
20 to
Probably
20 to 30. I was thinking 20 to 30.
I don't remember for sure.
So,
I would say longer than 15 minutes.
everyone's got their tickets. We're walking into the Arnold.
I gotta take
Walked
So you,
into
guys,
the
you guys
Arnold.
are together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all together walking in.
Electric atmosphere.
Is
an electric atmosphere.
Buzzing.
bank station
Popping.
right in
Better
front of you.
atmosphere than Mr. Fox.
Hey, you better watch our YouTube video because there's gonna be some live, not
Yeah, I
live
got some-
footage, but footage
Some
Got some
that
clips.
was live at the time we took it of the band
Straight
concert.
ass everywhere.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Straight.
Not doing
Just let them know.
I mean,
That's
I'm
weird.
being
Let them
honest,
know.
like,
Just let
it
them
was
know.
absolutely everywhere.
You gotta paint the picture.
Yeah, you gotta paint the picture. There's a mosh pit in the middle.
And it's a fitness thing, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of fit
Ripped
people there.
dudes.
Although you don't have to be a fit person to go. It is for
Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah.
It is
It is
for
for everyone.
Family friendly too.
It is family friendly.
Under
It is
14,
family
you're in for free, by the way. So
Is that true?
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
That's nice.
Bring your kids.
That 14-year-old kid that was just jumping all over.
But I
us.
feel like
I don't
if
wanna
you're
talk
under
about that.
If
We'll talk
you're
about that
under
later.
16, 17, you're not gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, well
Yeah,
we're like
probably
basically
not.
17.
Unless you're like, yeah, no.
Because like you can't drink any of the things there. Like,
Well, you
technically-
can, but
technically you're not allowed to drink anything
you just
there.
do.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can I also go off on a little tangent right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we need more of those.
Okay, you can leave.
That's
Anyways,
a good round.
I know I love you, but why is it okay on the bang cans? It says not intended for people under 18. Yet they still sell those to mother freakers that are under 18.
Not intended.
Because there's technically no law.
There's no
I know,
point.
but like,
Gotta
you
make-
figure if like the company that's making it is saying like, do not give these to people that are under 18, like, you
It
know,
doesn't say don't, it just says not intended.
so probably don't.
So probably don't.
It just says not recommended for use by individuals under 18.
My mom was just reading it and told me about it.
I feel like recommended. That's fine. It's just
I
frowned
think you might
upon.
be 18 now though.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
illegal, just
So literally like the day
This
before I
is
was
now a
18.
room full of grown men.
Yep, Jaden finally turned 18.
Finally, God, I've been 18 with heart.
For like what, a few days?
A few months, a few days.
Already spent $200 on lottery tickets.
Still going, baby.
Still going.
Alright, and then when we get to the Arnold,
I did win
We-
$4 today.
literally as soon as we walk in there, we see someone from Heath. Pretty sweet.
Who?
Crable, his dad.
Oh yeah, Jordan Crable.
We saw his dad. when we
Also-
first
Saw
walked
him,
in.
yeah.
And then we go to start walking through the vendors. We're in one aisle, and we look to our right. We see 2 more people from Heath. You got Jordan Crable and Chris.
Yeah, what's
I
his
always
last
say his
name?
last name wrong. It's like Cohagen,
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
Copenhagen?
Oh,
yeah, we go there.
Our other sponsor.
We go there.
There.
We go there and get our first free thing. We get a T-shirt,
T-shirt,
wristbands.
Shaker, beanie.
Shout out to Muscle Feast and Jordan Crable for
Yeah,
that. Our
I
other
respect
sponsor.
Shout out Jordan Crable.
And as baseball players, I'd like to shout out Copenhagen. I love just packing that fat lip whenever I get
Gabe
to
is
that.
18, so if he does
Disclaimer,
that.
Gabe does not actually dip Copenhagen, but they are a sponsor.
But if he did, that would be okay because he's 18.
It is.
No, it's
yes.
not allowed though right now because we're in baseball season, and we just went over the rules today for baseball. It is frowned upon.
No, it is not.
It's
allowed.
frowned upon, but
It's frowned upon.
but it's okay
Whatever.
still, I guess.
No alcohol
Bad for you.
or tobacco use.
Or psychedelic drugs.
It was psychoactive.
Yeah,
Psychoactive.
At this
But
point,
also
we're
no
supposed to talk about the
psychedelic
Arnold
drugs.
and another one.
Probably shouldn't show up to a baseball game.
No
tripping on some
psycho
shrooms.
Some shrooms.
No.
That is probably true.
That
Do
is
not do
probably
that.
true.
Not recommended. But once again, not recommended. But you
Sometimes.
could. But you
We're not here to
could.
judge anybody. We are 18.
Alright,
We do what we want.
And we can also go to prison.
Alright, so
Shout out to coins.
Okay, so back to the Arnold. Basically,
what was your guys' favorite part? Not the bank station.
none of it.
Okay, well
the
there was
pizza.
more of it. Okay,
Alright, card starts.
let's say. Can we say not eating too? 'Cause
Not
eating's
eating,
yeah,
not including
Okay.
eating and not
Favorite part of the
actual
Arnold
thing.
Expo, not the things. I would probably say. There's something right there, but.
Use it out.
Tom and Shuji's grip strength funhouse.
Yeah, that's sweet,
My
wasn't it?
favorite part.
Yeah, that was cool.
Because you got to test out your grip strength and try some of the things they do on their YouTube videos, which are pretty cool. Get a lot of views. They're also sponsoring us tonight. Shout out to Tom and Juji for the sponsor.
I love our sponsors.
And yeah, we got to meet both of them. They're some pretty cool guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're
Wait,
not.
is Juji the big one?
They're not sponsoring us.
Yep.
I like him.
Tom was the guy who gave us chalk and
Yeah.
line. Who's just like one more regular looking dude.
Yeah.
Keegan,
What's
what was your favorite part,
Sarah's
Keegan?
Really strong.
Yeah, what was your favorite
What's the
part?
name of the long-haired?
Hey, yeah. Juji, is what we just said.
He's on. Doesn't he do like Instagram videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like really popular on all.
Did he do the one?
Hey,
Did he do the recent one with like the red?
Hey, dude.
He's so unaware.
With the.
We're trying to tell the story here, my man.
Okay, so my other favorite thing, like the whole time, I really
His name
wanted.
is John. His name is John, by the way. That was important.
Yeah, that
I
was.
don't want to call his real name.
Alright. The whole time I really wanted to do that grip gauntlet thing, probably for like 2 hours I was asking him to go. I really liked that because I watched him on YouTube a lot. And when we were doing it, I could like do all the weight. Like they had like different grip stations set up that would like test your grip, and I got all of them and I was happy. I didn't expect that. Yeah.
That's legit.
And
That's
then,
legit.
Get all of them.
but if I didn't have to pick that one, I'd probably do the first thing that me and Marshall did. There was like a ninja course. And
The video of Marshall's going in there. His legs are
Yeah.
swinging around like
That's-
Spider-Man.
So the ninja course was, it was like right at the beginning pretty
Yeah.
much, and Marshall, like we all saw it, and I really wanted to do it. I was trying to get someone to go with me, and no one would go. And then Marshall stepped up and came with me, and we knew we weren't gonna finish this, but we really wanted to try. And
If you've ever seen American Ninja Warrior, that's what it was like.
yeah, it was like that. So you like the first obstacle, you had to run across this like wobbly thing, and then climb over a wall, like against a wall, and then jump up
it
on.
was like it was like a declined wall that you had to like balance and stuff.
Yeah, you'll see in the video.
Jump on a net.
And then jump on a net, and then climb on these
Other
stars.
side of the net,
Yeah.
Get on these little hanging things. It was
Did a
tough.
lot of arm strength.
It was really fun.
Upper
And
body is what you needed.
yeah, but yeah, I would say
Got a
that.
lot of that.
I would say that was one of my favorite parts of it, and that was in like the first 5 minutes. But I still had a good time.
So what about you, Marshall? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was both of those. Both of those are very good examples of my favorite part. I like the ninja thing. Wasn't very good at it. Didn't get very far, but you know, whatever.
Oh, you know you did get very far and was holding the bag in front of you.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was also kind of funny. So they had this station set up where it was like this, what would that be, like a potato sack? I don't know
Yeah,
what you
it was
call
like to test like grip and like shoulder strength.
Yeah, like
and stuff
shoulder
like
strength
that.
and grip strength. And so it was 25 pounds inside of it.
Like a sack of potatoes,
yeah.
basically.
And so you had to pick it up and lift it up and get your hands at your shoulder height, like with straight arms. And you had to hold it up as long as you can.
The record was like 2 minutes and 6
Yeah.
seconds for the weekend.
And we'd come up there, like the dude in front of us got like a minute some, like he was a pretty big guy. And like the next dude got like a minute something. So me and Keegan and who else did it? Like
Yeah.
Brent and Gabe. Did you do it, Jaden?
I didn't do it. Me and Jaden
So-
went to go get free stuff.
So we went up there to go do it. I think I went. No,
Yeah.
Keegan went first. Keegan, would you get 45?
49.
Keegan got 49 seconds. I was like, all right, I can do all right on this. I got up there, lifted up. After about 5 seconds, I was wobbling immediately. And then I was dying. I was like, it's got to be half an hour by now. He's like 10 seconds, and I was like, frick. And then I held it for like an extra, like another like 3 seconds. Felt my left shoulder pop, and I just put it down. My shoulders were not having it. I was not having it. Wasn't
remember.
very strong there.
I remember you walked past, you're like, yep, my shoulder just popped.
And it hurt for the next like 15 minutes, but it was my left shoulder. So
Gabe got like 45 seconds.
yeah, Gabe got 45.
Did you really? I wasn't there for Gabe. What did Brent get?
Like 30 something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Brent
I
was
wish I
stronger
would've
than
done
you. That's why I said you
I
should
did
have done it.
did not have a great day on the athletic event. not a great showing.
I felt that in my shoulders so much more than my
Yeah.
forearms, like my front
It
delt.
was
felt
all
my
shoulders.
This is a
delt.
shoulder workout.
I expected
Definitely
my
shoulder
forearms.
workout.
I expected my forearms.
You were like, you
your
gotta have
shoulders,
giant
like-
forearms for that, and I was like,
That's what I expected.
No.
I was a dingus.
What about you, Gabe? What was your favorite part?
Man. I can't really say I enjoyed the sack thing because that just really messed up my back and shoulders. Probably just like walking around and like talking to different people about all the different stuff they were selling and like finding out about, because like I'm not like, I don't know a lot about fitness stuff, so like just like learning about stuff like that, because I mean banging station was definitely my favorite, but we said not that.
not,
So.
not good.
Yeah.
We'll explain that later.
Took a picture with Brad Castleberry.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. That will be on the video.
What was your favorite vendor?
That one dude was really passionate about his stuff.
Yeah.
Bang. Yeah.
What was he selling?
ATP.
Like, collagen.
ATP, like protein.
It was
The
like,
protein I like.
was it keratin or collagen? Something,
I don't know. I
Some
really
weird
don't know.
type of protein that was not whey protein.
It's from Australia.
It was supposed to absorb it better. He was really passionate about it.
He was a really
like,
cool guy.
He was like really big, but he had a really high pitched voice.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that threw me off.
He was
He was-
Australian.
He was a really good salesman though. Like
Yeah,
I
he
liked
was.
it. And I liked how the protein, it didn't taste chalky like how he was saying. It was smooth and
Yeah.
threw me off, and I really
Yeah.
liked it.
It was
All right, Jaden.
Went down like ketchup and mustard.
More
More water. My favorite part was went to the 5 Hour Energy booth. You know, I went over there. I was like, I hope I make a couple threes, even though they were more like layups from
Layups, yeah.
The hoop was moving.
The
hoop was
is
moving, like, left
back
and
forth
right.
and like tilting.
Yeah.
Who went before me? Was it Marshall or Keegan? It was Marshall, right?
I got 3.
I went right after Marshall.
Okay, no, Keegan went
That's
after you. Keegan was in front of me, and Keegan's pretty good at basketball.
Got 0.
And I was like, this dude's gonna drain a couple. And so Keegan goes up there, makes none.
0.
And I go up there, and the dude
Disappointing
running it
performance.
was like saying something, and I went up to him and I was like, yeah, I probably won't make a single one of these. Drain 2, and then the dude put the third one in for me. And honestly, I beat Keegan, so that was cool. Oh, and then we played soccer, and then once again I did beat Keegan.
Did you?
I did.
I don't know what I got.
I got the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I got hella clips.
Well, because
Carabiners.
okay, because what happened to my
Carabiners?
What?
Carabiners?
Yeah, explain what those are, please.
They're like the clips.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because at first you just said beaners.
I said carabiners. I said
Beaters.
I said carabiners.
Alright, the co was very subtle.
Alright,
and now we've said it multiple times. So that's
Well,
not getting out.
what are we
thought-
talking about? We're talking about carabiners.
carabiners.
The little clips.
How do
that-
you call them clips?
Yeah, clips.
That's what they're called though.
Okay,
I just said it wrong
clips.
the first time.
Everyone that knows what a carabiner is, now you know.
And there
We
goes
call them
liberal
clips.
Twitter.
And there's what?
I said there goes liberal Twitter.
Whoa.
Yeah, Twitter, our other sponsor.
And every liberal in the world watching is.
Alright, 5 Hour Energy, that's your favorite?
It was just cool because it was like the only like athletic event I actually just really wanted to do. Because I like basketball and soccer, and it was cool.
Alright, we want to talk about the bank station?
I was gonna say, you want to talk about lunch.
Lunch? Alright, let's go to lunch.
Let's
Let me
talk about
finish.
lunch. We walked
Let's talk about
across.
lunch.
Walked across the street to the North Market. It's
Very
really cool
nice
in
place.
there. Except it was snowing outside. And really cold, so it was a pretty cold walk.
And I didn't have a
Walking
coat.
Good thing we don't get
there.
cold.
Yeah, I didn't have a coat on either.
Neither did I.
So we don't get cold.
Yeah, we didn't have a
You
coat.
have your lottery tickets in your hand.
Shout out to Just for Men for sponsoring the podcast tonight.
Alright, yeah. We got
Women could use them if they wanted to.
a lot of sponsors I didn't know about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so,
that's because they didn't reply or anything.
Yeah, I've been working hard this weekend.
yeah, we went there. From last year, we
Please
remember.
listen to the podcast.
Remember taking over this like new place that was in there last year, and a lot of us liked it. So I know me and Keegan went there.
Yep.
I think Brent ate there too.
Yep.
And then I know Carter and Ben
Got pulled pork sandwiches.
pulled pork sandwiches.
Yep.
Jade and I got
And
a
Noah.
cheese pizza from Stefano's.
And Noah.
And Noah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that was so good.
Yeah,
It was
Lunch
pepperoni.
good.
No, it was
Lunch
cheese.
good.
No, we had cheese.
It was super
cheese,
good.
Cheese is good.
It was a nice little rest for me too because
Yeah.
that concert the day before and standing up in the Arnold, my legs were freaked up.
No excuses though. Yeah.
I'm not,
If you want to hear about what concert Keegan
I-
went to, tune into the next podcast.
Yep, it was a good time. I had a great time.
Awesome.
That's how we get more viewers for the next one.
Yeah.
We are dying. A dying channel already.
Ricky Donnie.
No, we blew up the.
Yeah, we actually posted some stuff on Snapchat, and I don't, it probably wasn't just for me, but people found out. I
I
guess.
guess get a couple views
Alright,
yesterday.
Quick tangent. I was thinking about this, like Roman Atwood says about his vlogs all the time. How like we can look back on this in like a few years and like these conversations are gonna be on the
We'll get
internet.
rich.
Yeah. We can look back in a few years and just like listen to these conversations and listen to how freaking dumb we were.
That's
Just
awesome.
like talking. We're gonna be
Oh,
like
Roman Atwood, our other sponsor.
we're gonna be like 45 listening to us talking
Smile
about the
more.
Arnold.
In a couple years when we're 45.
Okay, I said like a couple years, and then I said
A couple years.
and then I said like them like when we're 45. Like look back on this and be like, whoa. Remember we just sat.
45 in a couple years.
Yeah.
Remember we just sat in that small room in JG3's office
The 10
Fucking
square
big.
feet room.
with some nice microphones.
Yeah, this has got some nice microphones.
Oh wait,
Arnold,
speaking of the Arnold, you know what I kind of felt like when I was there?
what?
What'd you feel?
You know, like when you get there and then you like drink a little bit of the pre-workout. That probably had something to do with
Yeah,
it.
Get a
But like
rush to
you're
the veins.
you're surrounded by all those people. Yeah, you're shaking. You don't feel good. No, but like you like really want to work out, right?
Yeah.
Like you think about it the whole time. You're like, damn, I want to go home and lift. Yes. I was just thinking about. I was like, what if we were just around people like that all the time, or what if we were around just like people that
Fitness freaks.
were like entrepreneurs all the time,
I know.
Yeah.
or had that same type of energy, you know?
We
That's
always have the passion.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons I chose to go where like for college, because like just being surrounded by people that are studs makes you a stud. What? Why are you rolling your eyes at me? All right, I was contributing to your
I
conversation.
know. I just love doing that to you.
But like surrounding yourself with studs, like when you're surrounded by people that all have 16 packs, you're like, shoot,
Yeah,
Need
typical
one of those.
vegan bragging about Stanford anytime he can.
I'm leaving.
Literally the most arrogant.
Probably going to
Where are
Stanford.
you going?
Going home and I'm gonna. Where's home, buddy? All right.
All right, no, that was good. That was good.
So we
Yeah.
want to talk about the bank station now?
No, I'm done talking.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Okay, wait. I have a little idea just for everyone to listen to. Why don't we talk about the bang station, but instead of everybody being like blah blah blah, blah we'll just go around
First at a
circle
time.
again.
I like that.
Everyone's experience of the bank
Why don't we start with me this
So
time?
yeah,
since-
start
Alright,
go
yeah,
the
we'll
other
go the other direction.
And you talk, and we won't interrupt you. You talk, and then
If you have something to contribute,
No
though, just go like
guarantees.
this. Go like this. If you have something to contribute.
Raise your hand.
I might just do it in
teacher will call on you.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
So-
all right.
We went to the bank station probably 4 times, 5 times, 4 times.
Four.
I think it was 4.
Do you want to explain how the bank station
Yeah,
is set
what's the
up?
bank
Okay.
station?
Basically, there was a line for the bank station. You get in line. They give you like a pretty big bag, and then they would give you a bang.
Just one.
And they would just give you one bang. And at first I was thinking like, because I'd never been in the army before, I was thinking like, oh, I'm really only gonna get one bang today. I was a little bit let down.
I said, ooh.
Yeah. So I thought I was only getting one bang. Then, basically a couple minutes later, we go to this. We start walking around, and then after a little while, we go to the Bang Energy thing again. And we already knew what was going on, but there was a huge concert there.
It's like
Huge.
It's like a concert.
Between two stages.
Between 2 stages, it honestly wasn't huge, but it was pretty big for where it was. And then there was a bunch of people in the middle of both stages. We go over there, and they're just throwing like pre-workout stuff.
Little tiny
Like,
protein bars.
Yeah, little protein nuggets
Yeah.
that were just demolished by the time I got
Hitting you in
home.
the
They were
face.
disgusting.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
they were throwing boxes of them.
It was a
Like
war
they were
zone.
taking the boxes and just throwing all the stuff out of it, smacking me in the head. They were falling out of the wrappers onto the ground. People were stepping on them. It was kind of disgusting. But then they start handing out the bangs, and it's a different story.
And chucking hats.
Alright, so everyone knows about it now. So, Jaden, what was your experience?
And you'll see all this on a video,
Podcast.
little Snapchats of it.
I guess.
All right, James' experience.
Basically, the first time I went over there, I didn't really get that much. I might have gotten like a bang or two. Then we leave, and we go back, and we get a couple more. Then I went back again, and Gabe and I were together like this entire time, and we're like getting a lot of bangs at this point because we're like the front of the stage, and they're just handing them out to us. Like you just put your hand up to the stage, and they just hand them to you. And Gabe and I were getting a heck of bangs, and this little, I honestly don't want to call him a little kid because he was probably like 15.
Yeah, he's like 15, 14.
He was a little bit younger than us. But we're grown ass men, so it's a little bit different.
He looked like one of those kids.
Yes.
He's annoying.
He looked like in A word, and he just keeps like leaning on us all over our backs, like typical concert stuff. But he was like on us the entire time,
Jumped
and it
on
got
us.
weird.
Actually jumped on us.
Alright. We'll talk about what we're laughing at a little bit. Jaden, keep going.
Okay, you can erase all this stuff. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
So basically, this dude is all over us, on our backs, on our teeth, and we're getting kind of annoyed. Gabe and I keep looking over at each other like, dude, what the hell is this kid doing? That was gross. But after a while, I don't know how, but he just gets in front of Gabe and I, and we were so fed up with him. And this girl or this guy handed him a bang, and Gabe grabbed it out of his hand and looked him dead in the eyes.
And ripped it out of his hand.
It was like LeBron James when he dunks on somebody. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
But then Gabe felt bad and gave it to him later on because we already had like 20 bangs, like both of us combined. So like it wasn't that big of a deal. But then like it was just really annoying after a while. So Gabe and I just got out of there and we were looking around. I was like, "Where's everybody else at?" And then that's where my story ends off at. I saw
So
you guys.
I'll add a little bit to what you said about the kid. I'll give you a little description of what this kid looks like. He had an Arnold white headband holding his hair back.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's
Yeezys
tough.
on.
That's even tougher.
A Supreme hoodie.
Yes.
So and he had joggers on. I don't know. I didn't look, but he's that kid. So he's like a chubby kid too. So like he's just like really easy to just be angry. That sounds bad, but it's just how it is. So he like jumps on me, and I turn around. I'm like, dude, come on. So we like both grabbed that bang that we were talking about, and
What flavor?
it was a Froze Rose.
Ooh, new one.
What I had before I came here. Anyway, so we both grab it, and
Please
like
sponsor us, Bang.
everyone else let go, and like I had the top of it, and he had the bottom of it, and he like pulled it down and looked me in my eyes, and I was just like, I just yanked it out of his hand.
Yeah, it was cringy. It was really cringy. You did make that noise.
Yeah, I was like, and I ripped it out, and he just like looked at me like, dude.
You should have
and
hissed at it.
My mom
I ended up
does
giving it to him because I felt like a dick.
And after you did that, he looked at me like so sad.
He was like,
He turned around, looked at me, and was like, and I was like,
It's not me, bro. But okay, so a little bit after that, like we'd already been to Bang 1 or 2 times after that, and this was obviously clearly our most successful one. And so this kid is like in front of me, and like Jaden's right in front of him, and we're getting just absolutely smushed. And all of a sudden, this black dude, I don't know who he was, just rams my butt. It was like thrusted all over the back of me, and I just get shoved into the kid in front of me, and I just see his arm like in my face, and I have the other kid's head on my chin, and I'm like, what is going on? I felt so uncomfortable, and then Jaden looked over at me and said, this is getting fucking annoying. So we just left, and then watched the little ninja course for like 20 minutes while
Yeah,
you
we were
guys
there for a minute.
waiting for you guys to leave, basically.
and then, sorry, but then we saw Weekly, Marin AC,
Jesse.
Justin, Jesse, aka, whatever,
Justin Hartman?
and Lloyd. You were gonna say something about that, weren't you?
Yeah, that was
I can still say something about
Okay,
it.
just
Yeah, go ahead, Marshall.
No, you go next.
Alright, I'll go next. Keegan.
Keegan's
Okay.
up.
So, we get there after lunch. This is when our most successful time was. Why does he do that? Why does he do that?
It's just because left the Bang station.
Okay, so
When we did.
we get back from lunch, got some full stomachs, ready to get that business mindset going.
Full balls.
And so there's 2 stages, right? Like Jaden said. One of the main stage, they were like throwing out like some bangs here and there, throwing out the protein stuff. But then the other stage behind you, that's when like that's where the bangs were being handed out. And Carter made the executive decision, genius, to move over to the other stage. And we got there as soon as they started handing out the bangs. So we were right in the front. And the bangs they don't throw because those are liquid. You don't want that to hit the ground and just splash everywhere. Yeah. So you have whoever's in the front, like, and can reach up and they'll hand them to you. That's how you get them. So
Especially if you're over 6 foot tall, like Keegan.
and Marshall.
And Jaden.
So
Come on, Jade. Big game.
Marshall, Carter, and I are all up there, and we just
Come on.
are you kidding me? Come on.
6 feet. Come on.
Are you kidding me, bro?
We're not gonna be lying to
Hey,
our listeners.
I'm 6'4" though.
You are not.
If Keegan's 6'4", I'm at least 6'4".
No, I'm not 6'4" at all.
6 foot.
I'm not 6'4".
Keegan's 6'4", I'm 6 foot.
Maybe with some stilts on.
Carter's
and
5'3".
cleats.
Doctor told me I was 6'1".
5'3".
Okay, so back to
All right,
Keegan's
back to
story.
Keegan's story. Carter, Marshall, and I get a well-established area right up near the front when they just start bringing out all the cans. It's Sunday, last day, so they got to get rid of all the bangs. And we all have these big bags and just start loading them in. We'd reach our hand, put it in there, and just keep going and going and going and going. And we ended up with a whole lot of bangs. Do you want to say that an hour later how many we had?
Yeah, say it later.
All right, we'll save that for then.
So
And-
watch till the end.
Yeah, well, stay tuned. But overall, I had fun and got a lot more bangs than I expected to get, and it was just like a fun atmosphere. But you heard it here now that there is something in bangs that we don't know. But I love our sponsor. Okay, and then
Whoa, wait. Huh?
there's something in these drinks that freaks people up, and I don't know what it is.
It just makes us crave it.
It makes you want it, and like
Makes you want to.
you see those people on stage; those are not humans.
No, but they also probably had steroids injected in their bodies.
Yeah.
And
Alright,
a lot
then
of
fin-
meth or something.
And then to finish off my story, last year when we went to Arnold, Brent, one of our friends we've talked about a lot this
He's
episode,
a smaller man.
smaller human, but still
Very
toned.
small.
He is pretty much a
He's
beta
big.
male, and I'm an alpha
Smallest
male.
I've ever seen on a human.
So last year I put him up on my shoulders when we were at the concert, and we were just like going nuts. And Brent got a whole case of Purple Haze Bang, which was sweet. And so this year we were trying to do the same. And
Except they weren't really giving out cases.
yeah, they didn't give out cases this year.
We made
So
up for it though.
I got Brent on my shoulders when we came back after lunch, towards the end of it, and this dude was just going nuts. I got him on my shoulders. He grabbed 2 bangs while I was underneath him on my shoulders
In the middle of a pile.
in the
of
middle of probably like
Yes.
50 people.
It got
More like 50.
It got more
Well, like,
packed in as we were there, and
Yeah.
like nobody can move, and then you put a human being on your shoulders.
Yeah, so
you started
yeah.
pouring bang everywhere.
Brent's on my shoulders, does some stone cold Steve Austin shit, pounds them together, and just starts pouring him on himself. And I am just getting drenched
Everyone.
underneath.
And Gabe,
Everyone
Every-
did not have sugar, so they didn't get sticky.
Yeah.
But
Everyone around us was
I
getting.
watched it happen from a distance.
Every-
Gabe and I were at the American Ninja Warrior thing watching Brent go like this on your head.
Everyone.
Everyone
never-
in like a 10-foot
Yeah.
radius is getting drenched.
They were
Brad
getting-
Castleberry was loving it.
They were getting
Yeah.
pissy, but
Shout
then
out
you.
to Brad Castleberry, our next sponsor for tonight's episode.
Yeah, and then
Sponsored by humans.
everyone around us was getting pissy, and you look up at Brad, and he's just up there loving it, and Brent's just getting even more hyped up, and just keeps doing more and more and more. And that was so painful having him up there, dude. I was struggling.
Yeah.
All right, but that's my experience.
Alright,
Carter Hayes.
Carter's going.
Yep. I planned on burping as my intro, but I didn't have one right there. Pretty much the same as what everyone else said, except I got the most bangs. Yeah. I ended up with 32 cans of Bang and also 10 packets of their Master Blaster pre-workout, which are even stronger because they have more caffeine and also beta-alanine, which makes your skin tingle, which is pretty dope. Drank it before school yesterday and was buzzing all day long.
And before practice today.
And before practice today, but I didn't really feel it that much because it was 96 degrees in the mezzanine.
Yep.
So I was more focused on not passing out from heat exhaustion.
Thanks, Josh.
I appreciate that much.
I got your back, dude. I got your back.
So yeah, my experience was pretty similar, except I was the coolest one and got the most. I basically bullied my way up to the front and just maintained really hard eye contact with all the dancers up there. And yeah, they gave me a lot of bangs, and I took them out of some people's hands a couple times. Not forcefully, but like if it was kind of in the middle, I would be the one that ended up with it.
Assert your dominance.
I got that.
Yeah, I wasn't a dick, but I took what I wanted, and it paid off. Thank you.
Asserting your dominance. I have something to say to
Alright,
that.
hold on. Let me tell you my story first.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Okay,
I gotta talk about it, bro.
I forgot.
Alright. See where I want to start. So, we're just gonna pick up where Keegan left off.
Keegan left off. Yep.
Where Brent's just spraying everyone with Bang. So, yeah, so I'm filling up my backpack, and I start running out of room in my backpack, and then they bring out these drawstring bags, like these Bang drawstring bags. They were pretty sweet.
They were pretty cool.
And so they started handing them out, and like I needed one bad because I was running out of room. Keegan caught one, and then he was a good friend and handed it to me, so I would have something to put in my bags, and he ended up getting one anyways.
I got
So I started filling that up too. Got that thing filled up. Ended up with 18 bangs. So I had a good amount. But probably my favorite part of being at the bang station was when we saw these other kids from our high school. They showed up like around 2 o'clock, so towards the end of it. And so we were already all in the middle, like losing our minds, getting hyped up. And then out of nowhere, his name is Jesse, but his real name is Justin. So I'm just gonna call him Jesse.
Shout out Jesse.
Jesse and Caden. Shout out Jesse and Caden. They start pushing their way through the pile of 1 million people. That's what it feels like, 1 million people. And I see him out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, Jesse, Caden! And I got so much more excited than I already was, and started getting even more bangs because I was just losing it. And so, yeah, that was probably my favorite part, was when those guys showed up,
Yeah, that's
because
sweet.
I lost it.
I think I got a couple drawstring bags. I gave you one, right? Did I give you
I
one?
got one.
I gave this cool ass Asian dude a bang, dude. He couldn't get him because he was like 5'5".
I saw him too.
And he was reaching, dude. He was reaching hard. His arm was it was small. He's got small arms, but
Small arms.
I gave him a little bang, and he was like, "Thanks, man."
That's sweet. Back to asserting your dominance. When we first got there after lunch, there was this grandma in there with her 10-year-old grandson.
Little-ass kid.
Yeah,
They were right in front of me.
they were racking in the bangs.
They did not belong where they were.
But-
They were pissing me off.
As soon as
They were right in front of me and taking
Yes.
all of them.
As soon as I got there, I accidentally elbowed the shit out of her head. Hard. The grandma. I felt so bad. I was like, oh no.
Assert your dominance, though.
Asserted my dominance.
She's at the bottom of the
but
food
no.
chain.
My mom and little sister were in there too. I figured out Emerson was in.
Emerson was in there?
She was in there getting bangs.
How was she not getting stomped on?
She was getting bangs, bro. She was in there getting bangs.
She's
Someone have her
hustling.
on her shoulders,
That's a
please.
Not
She would
bad.
have getting stomped on.
She's getting held up.
What's she, about 5'11" now?
She's growing.
4'3". Is she like 18 years old yet? 'Cause she's been around forever.
She's
swear.
older than me.
She's
should
been
be.
around longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
She just stays the same
How old
age.
is she now?
I'm not gonna say on the podcast, bro.
17.
What grade is she in?
Third.
She's only in 3rd grade.
Dude, come on.
You can pretty much figure
She
out.
has to
I
be a
feel like she's
freshman.
been. I feel like she's been around for 17 years.
She has, I swear.
All right.
No, yeah,
What else were we
she's.
gonna talk about? There's something else.
I like the grip gauntlet. That was really fun.
Oh, we were gonna talk about how many bangs we ended up with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when we got back, we set all our bangs up in front of the school where we
People
go
our
to.
Instagrams.
Shout out Noah Murphy for that idea.
Yeah, that was a great idea. We took a hard ass picture with all of them.
Total of
136 bangs.
Oh my gosh.
It was a haul.
It was a haul. I was probably carrying about 50 pounds worth of stuff.
Carter had
When we were
3
eating.
bags full of bangs on his shoulders and back.
The strongest plastic bags ever.
Yes.
Gosh.
They were holding at least 20 pounds, with Carter's case maybe 45 pounds of drink inside each of them,
Of drink.
and they were breaking. They
my
were
handle.
budging.
Yeah.
My handle broke.
Your handle broke.
Sure.
Noah's did break in the car, but
Like
I'm
they,
surprised mine didn't break.
yeah, because they weren't really stretching out at all. I mean, they were just staying. They were staying intact,
Yeah,
unfazed.
it was
It
incredible.
was impressive.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Great time.
Hauling those things around though. Hauling. that was a trek.
Yeah, my back was sore at the end of the day.
Yeah.
My shoulders were sore from the strings on the drawstring
Yeah,
bags
yeah.
digging into me.
I was kinda hyped up
Those
on
things were
this.
strong too. I thought I was gonna
The
break
drawstring
it.
bags were holding up too.
They were thin, but they were holding.
Yeah.
I was hyped up off those pre-workouts we were just sipping on
Yeah.
throughout, so I kind of was feeling good. I was like, yeah.
But yeah, other than the bangs and the pre-workout stuff that we got, Marshall, Jaden, Keegan, and I all got these super sweet bang hats,
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
as well as those
they're-
drawstring
You'll
pegs.
see, you'll
so
see him in the video
Yeah.
podcast.
And I
we walked away with some pretty cool.
I did not get a
stuff.
bang hat. No, I did, and then threw it somewhere else because I didn't want to keep track of it.
I didn't get a bang hat. My mom got it.
I have an extra
She
one if
gave it to
anyone
me.
wants it.
I'm
You
good.
guys
What color is it?
I'll sell it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just give it to you.
What color?
It's
Pink
that
one?
one. No, it's not the pink one. I wish I got the pink one.
You have two. You have two of those.
Yeah. So if anyone wants it and still listening, not you, Gabe, because you have one on your head.
So what? I want the other color too.
Okay.
Oh, giveaway time?
Giveaway, yes.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
enter our
yeah,
you
that
gotta
man.
subscribe though. You have to
Subscribe,
Winning lottery
comment,
tickets?
subscribe, comment, and like the video for the bang hat.
Comment under the
We can't tell
video.
who likes the video, so you don't have to do that.
I want to go back
Yeah,
to
you
something real quick though.
And subscribe.
We were talking about, you're talking about the brownies being thrown out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get more into that because that was terrible.
Awful.
It was like it was
nuggets?
before they started handing out the bags. Like this was early in the day. They just had these like little I called them brownies, but they were like nuggets, like protein.
Just called
nuggets.
protein nuggets, yeah.
They're
like-
basically tiny little protein.
Yeah, they're maybe like 4 inches long, like
Yeah.
a couple inches wide, like, but they're pretty substantial, dense little things that
And
they're
they're
just throwing
hard.
out. And they've got these strobe lights going because it's like a concert atmosphere. You can't really see much, and they're just throwing these things straight up in the air,
Handfuls.
right at your face.
Yeah.
Handfuls of them,
Hard.
boxes of them, like 15 at a time, and you can't see. You catch a couple, put them in your bag. You look back up, drilled in the eyes, cuts all over your face. Like it was like a war zone.
It was 100%.
No one can
yeah,
see.
It was actually pretty
This
bad.
one girl, like,
It hurt.
she was clearly like kind of weak, and she
Yeah.
picked up a whole full box of them, tried to fling them, and they fell right below her and hit that kid in the face so hard.
And dude, and the dude eventually, the like main guy that was running was eventually like, all right guys, we're not throwing the brownies anymore. Like,
We were like, we don't want them. Give
Yeah.
us bangs.
They were just all over the ground.
yeah,
the problem
crowd
was-
a mess.
Like, they would throw them in the air and it would hurt, but then the people, the dinguses on stage, wouldn't throw them up. They would throw them
straight
out.
Line
It
drop.
just
Straight out.
dome you in the head.
Dope piece constant.
Smash
And-
always.
I was trying to get a picture for my Snapchat and like video.
Farted.
Cool. You wanna say it one more time?
I farted twice, not 3 times.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to get like a picture or video for my Snapchat, and I just was recording on my phone. Took a minute, and I just got drilled so many different times because I wasn't paying attention. Wasn't a good idea.
I just held my bag open in front of me, and like 8 fell in immediately.
I ended up with 26 of those.
Nuggets.
I ended up with
I had like
26
2 of
nuggets.
them.
I started getting them and like headbutting them and like smacking them away.
I just
from me.
smack them around, like dunk them on people's heads. in
They
front of
come
me.
on me and I just like hit it back because the kid's in the middle.
I would smack them back at them.
And like it's set up so like it's in the middle of like 2 aisles and like the crowd was so big it like kind of spread out into the aisle and like there were people in the aisle like on the outside just watching They just started chucking them into the aisle, and the people passerby seeing smacked in the head. Oh, you made the room like 10 degrees hotter, dude.
I told you I farted.
Hey, you want to know something else that's pretty cool?
Yeah.
If you go on at bangenergy.ceo, that is the CEO of Bang, on Instagram, his video from Sunday, you can see Gabe, Keegan,
Marshall.
I think Marshall, myself.
It's a picture, isn't it?
No, it's a video.
Oh, yeah.
And it's of the concert, and you can see our heads in the background.
Yep.
Really hard to see though.
Not facing the right way.
I'm in a red shirt.
I'm in it.
You're in it?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't see anybody else besides me and Gabe
I'm
at
in a-
first, and then I saw
yeah.
Keegan.
I'm in a red Liverpool shirt. Shout out Liverpool, our other sponsor.
They are a sponsor.
And Liverpool is sponsored by New Balance, also our other sponsor.
Also, shout out Soccer, our other sponsor for the
FIFA,
night.
thank you guys.
But if you guys would like Keegan's Bang hat,
Yeah, let's wrap it up with the
Is that
giveaway.
John O'Walk?
yes, he's also doing a
He was
giveaway.
on the stage.
Oh.
I thought he was a crackhead.
Last thing. When we
Hey,
were
we're
leaving,
trying to get sponsored here.
last thing, when we were leaving, we left the main expo center, like the main area where all the vendors and stuff were, walked out in the hallway, and Brent, our friend, saw Bradley Martin. He's like a YouTuber. He has,
influencer.
has over 2
Massive
million
bodybuilder.
has over 2 million subscribers on YouTube. And last year he had a what is it? A booth. There you go. He had a booth. Hella people lined up to see him, and
Yeah.
like we met him last year. It was pretty cool.
Actually, pretty chill dude.
No, he's
Funny
super
dude.
cool. And then we just saw him walking around last year, and we didn't even know he was gonna be there, so that was sweet. Got a few pictures with him.
Yeah,
He's a good dude.
it was awesome.
All right, but giveaway.
Wrap it up with the giveaway.
Giveaway.
Wait, can I say one thing about
Yeah.
his giveaway?
Yeah.
His giveaway, you just put in all your information, and you can select all that interests you for the giveaway.
For
He's
who?
doing for John Uwak or whatever. Owak. He's doing Bang apparel, energy products, and Bang energy casting calls.
What? They gave over $250,000 worth.
That
of
was
merchandise
before the
away.
last day.
That
That's
was before
insane.
the last day?
That was before the last day.
That's
The
insane.
last day, they had like all of their coolers like behind the stage were like half full still. Like they were just trying to get rid of it.
All right, giveaway time.
Giveaway. So like I said earlier, got an extra hat.
Yeah.
Lights
How-
up.
how-
Lights up.
How do we want to do this
Galaxy
giveaway?
print.
Literally, you have to first step,
Subscribe.
eviscerate the subscribe button.
Eviscerate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely obliterate
Smash it
it.
with a hammer.
Destroy it.
Then I want you
Obliterate.
to absolutely demolish the bell button, so you get notifications every
Turn on
time we
post
upload a
notifications.
video. Like the video as well because that would be
Obliterate that
awesome.
like button.
And then tap as hard as you can on the comment button, and then
Type
the comment
anything.
section.
What
and
should
type
our
in-
comment be?
And then just
Either
smash the comments.
Type in your name, say,
Smash
"Hey,
it.
I want to win the giveaway," and we'll scroll through the comments.
Most
and
creative
smash
comment
pick a
wins.
winner.
Yeah, most creative.
Most creative
Smash-
comment
Smash
wins,
the comments.
Smash
and
the
we will
comment
give you Keegan's hat. It lights up around the brim of the bill.
It's space. No, it's not space. It's
It's
like
galaxy.
tie-dye, galaxy
Yeah.
looking.
Paint splatter.
Yeah, paint
It's
splatter.
pretty sweet looking.
It's sicko mode.
And also, yeah, and it does light
And
up.
it says "Bang" on it. It's got a little signature on the side.
Got
And
Jack's
we will also
signature.
throw in a can of Bang for you.
Dang.
Oh man, not for
Alright,
me.
coming from Carter's collection.
Coming from Carter's
Okay.
50 bangs. I respect
Alright.
Shit, it
that.
was 32.
And shout you out on the podcast, so that's a good incentive.
Yeah,
We
so
might
we'll
have you
also-
as a special guest if you really want to come
Nope.
in.
Okay, so this is what you need to do. Creative comment,
Creative comment.
and then give us,
Eviscerate the
subscribe.
subscribe
Yep,
and bell
like,
button.
subscribe,
And like the video.
for the comment.
so like,
Alright.
subscribe, leave a creative comment. If you win,
Hit the bell.
send us your
We'll get a Bang
Instagram
hat,
and
Bang
everything.
energy drink, and a shout
Share
out
with your
on the next
friends.
podcast.
Tell other people to listen. We should get an Instagram.
And we'll start our next pod.
When we
And
blow
do
up.
highlights.
Yeah.
And a Twitter.
When we start our next
I'll make it
podcast,
Instagram.
we'll start out with the winner.
Yep.
Alright,
Alright.
guys.
Instagram coming soon.
Marshall's got to go
Good
home.
episode, guys.
Thank you guys for listening.
Bye.
Episode 5.
Bye.